kudos to the leadership and making it so participative, inclusive, giving a voice to everybody, and creating these spaces where people can collaborate. Everything is well curated.
Hello and welcome to Up Close and Personal Season 2 at InvokED Studio, where we dive deep into the heart of leadership, education, equity and collective action. I'm your host Shashidhar SA, and today we are joined by a prominent guest with us, Mr. Sriram Bharatam. He is a co-founder and chief mentor of Kuza Baishra Limited, and he is a prominent serial and social entrepreneur for his impactful work in supporting youth, women and micro entrepreneurs in low and middle income countries. Welcome to the show, sir.
Thank you, Shashidhar.
To start with, I want to go back to your school days and tell me, what did you want to become when you grew up?
I wanted to become a policeman.
Okay.
Very early on, like in the kindergarten, first class. I was very fascinated with the policeman, and I don't know why.
Okay.
Going back in the memory lane, I think probably the power. Or maybe, I don't know, there is something about the uniform, there is something about it.
Right.
That was like very early days, but at a later stage then I wanted to become a pilot.
Okay.
I was very fascinated by that little thing that flies in the sky, and yeah.
So from a teacher to a policeman, to a pilot,
Yeah.
pilotman to a entrepreneur, how did all this change happen?
I think that's what life is all about.
Right.
I still believe I am a pilot, steering a ship
Okay.
in a direction which is hazy, not very clear, but still high, flying high, but grounded. And for me, entrepreneurship is a mindset. My hero is my dad.
Okay.
Okay, coming from a small town in Andhra Pradesh, the United Andhra Pradesh, those days. He was a very active Lions Club member. For me, very excited about the weekend, because weekend what we used to do is to go and do an eye camp. The Lions Club members, they used to organize eye camp, and then all those things were happening, or some other health camps. It was fun because you're running around carrying this, carrying that, but somewhere along I think the rub-off effect of really the joy of seeing somebody who is not able to see clearly and is able to see, the joy is something. Now looking back, that's what gave me the happiness.
Right.
And that led to what I've become. So career-wise, in south of India, my generation, you're a boy, you are an engineer, you're a girl, you're a doctor. So being a boy, I ended up becoming an engineer.
Yeah.
But I don't think I really enjoyed being close. I loved doing something with the hands on the machines, but I realized very early on at about 21, 22 that I wanted to spend more time with people. I enjoyed being with people, talking, having conversations, listening deeply and learning. And my hobby those days was to travel by train.
Okay.
And for example, if I'm traveling from Hyderabad to Delhi, it's a 24-hour to 36 hours train. And usually it will have like 15, 20 compartments.
Right.
I spend an hour in each compartment.
Okay.
I just go sit and I watch people. There will be a Gujarati family, they will carry some box and everybody is having.
Yes.
Or you can see different cultures, different things. And then I would also go look at the reservation chart and then see how many are F and how many are M and what is the age. So that kind of thing, watching people, learning is something which I enjoy doing.
Right. So reflecting back, right, like you have built and nurtured Kuza. Like what is a leadership, like how do you define leadership for yourself personally?
A lot of times leadership is associated with power. You are so and so, so and so. I've been there's an organization called Entrepreneurs Organization. It's a global organization for entrepreneurs only who are doing a sizable business, $1 million and above.
Okay.
So I've been an Entrepreneurs Organization member for 22 years now.
Wow.
Stop guessing my age.
Okay.
But as a member leader, when I moved to Africa 15 years ago, and I saw a gap and I put up my hand to start entrepreneurs organization, chapters across the continent, voluntarily.
Right.
Not knowing a single person on the continent, and I saw this as a way to kind of go meet people, learn. So I ended up contributing to about 6 chapters on the continent, and it's a long story, but fundamentally it's not about the title, it is about the ability to influence and ability to spearhead and drive a purpose or a mission.
Right.
And doing it with passion and perseverance and not giving up.
Right.
These are some of the traits that I believe are important for a leader. And vulnerability. You don't necessarily need to be having all the answers as a leader. Usually in the corporate world or in the social world, everybody thinks leader means you should have and I actually don't believe in that. As a leader, you don't necessarily need to have all the answers.
Right.
And the answers are there with the people who are among. So it's about how do you ensure that you create an environment where there is a trust, a trusted environment.
Right.
Where people, usually solutions are amongst the people who are living, because it's very contextual what they need.
Right.
But a lot of times it's the fear or something that make people not open up. When you create a conducive environment and you bring the energy,
right,
magic happens.
I mean, you put it very nicely, right? Has there been any challenge that you really faced when you were leading, the organization? Do you want to share any instances that you faced as a challenge when you were leading?
Many.
Okay.
Earlier this morning, I was doing a spotlight on beginner's mindset. My story started off in '99 when there was a cyclone in Orissa.
Okay.
And that's the time I lost my passport. I was in Hyderabad, running around the passport office, and that's the time cyclone happened. As somebody, I woke up at about 3 a.m., started thinking how do we solve it, and between me and my wife Bharati, we put together something called cause and effect.
Right.
It's an idea which we executed in less than 24 hours and had a community of 18 million people globally contribute to that.
Wow.
And we raised a little over $1.5 million by kind of bringing a collective of people all over the world come together towards one cause on the relief for this calamity, and that happened. So you asked me about the challenge. The challenge is, do you think I was aware of what I am doing? I don't think so.
Right.
Do you think I had a plan? No. Yes, we knew that we wanted to contribute to support the cause. Money is insignificant. Money is important, but we had no idea how to. I think leadership trait is something where being vulnerable, being open, and also looking around, listening to people, and then taking an action and take responsibility for the action you take.
Right.
And going through that. So I enjoy working in ambiguity. I'm a great startup guy. Okay, so you leave me anywhere, I'll come out with something. That's my superpower.
Right.
And as I realized what my superpower is when, like they say in a Superman, the superpower also comes with a responsibility. And I use my superpower very cautiously.
Okay, now that you also bought a superpower, that's also a question I had. If you were to have a superpower, right, at a snap of a finger, what would you want to be?
I want to be myself.
That's nice. Wow.
I think if I have to contextualize, and maybe on a serious note, as a change leader, I think my superpower is to empower the people who are in the last mile, so that they can power their local communities. Okay, so the lot of work that we do at Kuza is all around how do we give the agency to these people?
Right.
How do we give them a choice of what they want to do and all of that, and let them do with a lot of dignity. It's not about solving their problem.
Okay.
Like I read somewhere that you teach somebody how to fish, you can feed them for a lifetime. I disagree.
Okay.
Yeah, yes, you taught me how to fish, but you have to also tell me how do I store the fish, how do I transport the fish, how do I sell the fish, and how do I market, at what price, all of that. And I also need a fishing rod and the tools.
Right.
So the work at Kuza is all around looking through the system, aligning mission-aligned partners together, taking an ecosystem approach, having the agency at the last mile in the rural villages. That's usually young people living in the communities. We have a thorough process of selecting them and getting them ready. We have an offer called REDI, REDI, Rural Entrepreneur Development Incubators. So imagine this 20, 25-year-old young person who is a high school or high school dropout, running directionless, don't know what to do. You put them through a structured incubation. That's what we call Kuza Leadership Academy. And we start with mindset. And then we take them through a structured program. And as they are learning, we also encourage them to go around and engage local farmers and their families. So it's a
yes. I mean, but you I think you put it in a very nice way. Like, you need to look at more at an ecosystem. Just if you try to solve just a part of a problem, it doesn't solve.
True.
For them, you have to approach end to end by bringing multiple stakeholders together. Again, thank you so much for sharing that. Moving to the next question. So we have a set of jars here, and with the chits in it, which has a question. So you get to pick any one of that. And you can answer that.
Sure.
So yeah, anything that interests you.
I start with offbeat and curious. That's who I am. What's one unusual skill or talent you have that most people don't know about? So one unusual skill or talent that I have is the power of whiteboarding. And I believe that's my unique power. So I have this habit of knocking off the noise and picking the signal out of the noise. In any situation that we are in, and life is hard. Entrepreneurship is hard, social entrepreneurship is super hard. And that too, when you're working across countries, multiple continents, it's crazy. The challenges are very, very, very unique. When in a situation, I always believe that you take a canvas, a whiteboard or a white paper, and you start thinking through, and solutions would emerge. And touch wood, whenever we did this exercise, we never failed. We always walked away.
That's an interesting and fun superpower to have, I guess. I think it can be learned. I think the super can.
Of course, it's supposed to be. Yes, it's about
good to have,
zoning in.
Most of the movies like superpower are given. So I think most of the times, it's good to have a superpower that can be learned, I guess.
I think all of us are born, we are all born with a superpower. It's just that we do not discover it. So I had the opportunity to do self-introspection, reflection, which is something I do as a habit. I do a journal every night. So for the last 15 years, I have a journal which tells me what I was doing, when I was doing, how was I feeling on that day, when that minute. That helps you. Like Steve Jobs once said, you can always connect the dots by looking backwards. But by having a journal, by having a history and a trait of all of that, you can always do that. And I believe this is a skill one can easily pick it up.
I do journaling like once in a while, like once in 6 months, I just open it up, write it and do it. But again, you've been doing consistency.
Consistency is the key.
Yes, that's the key, I guess. Moving to the next question. So what do you think of platforms like InvokED? You have attended one, experienced one. What is your opinion and thoughts?
One, I personally believe the quality of any gathering is how many people that you meet that you don't know. And this is great. Second, I learned so much being outside, and in fact, from this session itself, I learned so much interacting with the crew. And what you see on the stage is only probably 5% of the show. What happens behind the scenes, what I really appreciated is the thinking that went into meticulously planning, designing, curating speakers, and including the process that you set up here. I think that's what matters. And most importantly, the voice. The anchors of the show were kids, 10th class or 10th standard kids doing it. Very impressed. Very impressed with whoever has come out with the I know who. But the point is, kudos to the leadership and making it so participative, inclusive, giving a voice to everybody, and creating these spaces where people can collaborate. And probably this is the first conference where I'm seeing a pani puri being served there.
Okay.
It looks silly, but honestly, I see the happiness in people, the young people, I mean, of course, even elderly age.
Right.
I wish to go back and do my pani puri now.
Okay.
But it's great. I mean, everything is well curated.
Right.
And once you create an environment where, in fact, Subhi was talking today about the ships, the different ships that we all talk about. And the best ship is a relationship. And the friendships that are being formed here are priceless.
Wow. I mean, it's good to see what a platform can offer sometimes. Moving to the last question, what is the one hope you have for the future?
Hope for the future?
Yes.
Is bright.
Wow.
And it's in our hands to make it or break it. And I think leadership is everyone's birthright. I only wish we have, I mean, there are tools like I made so much notes today. I want to go back, reflect tonight, and do a journal on this. There are so many tools, there's so many pearls of wisdom that were just all over the place today.
Right.
I could see pearls of wisdom rolling all over. If we can pick up 1-2 of them, and rather than doing once in 6 months, if you start doing it once in a week or once in a month to begin with, and make it a habit. And one of the things I wanted to share with you is to say, all of us, have you set a goal for yourself? Yes. January 1st, I'm sure you had a goal.
Yes.
Do you mind sharing what's your goal this year, 25?
I want to be more consistent.
Consistent.
Yes, in the things I pick up. And so not to repeat the same goal every year.
I see.
Yes.
So can I share a top secret with you?
Sure.
Secret.
Yeah.
Most of the times we set goals, and if it's a goal that you set and it's in your head, there's a 1% chance you achieve it. But the same goal, if you write it down and put it on a paper, there's a 26% chance you achieve it. Okay. It takes few minutes to write that down. But if you have an accountability partner who holds you accountable, there's a 76% chance you achieve it.
Okay.
And I've tried and tested this over hundreds and thousands of people. So that's where the secret is.
Yes, thank you. Thank you so much for telling a secret that I get now that everybody come to know. Thank you, Sriram, for your wonderful time. I think it was a very interesting conversation and a lot of wisdom and insights we got. Thank you, audience, for tuning in. Stay connected, keep the dialogue going, and see you in the next episode.